Hey, Jay. How are you today? How was work? Thank you for hitting that like button on the way in. That's my girl. How's everything today? Y'all, I'm serious, guys. About this graduation that we all had. And I'm talking, it's odd because it's graduation season. And a lot of us have just graduated. Let me tell you what I heard in the spirit. A lot of us have just graduated. Work was slow. Okay. A lot of us have just graduated. I'm just sharing the live out. Y'all try to get a friend in here. Share a live to somebody y'all know want to come hear about their elevation. Because we elevate. Hey, Janae. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Welcome in. I want to talk about this graduation we all had. Look, now we're in the graduation season. We're not talking about a physical graduation, even though the graduation we're talking about today, which is a spiritual graduation, where you're ascending, things are happening, and you're feeling it, because we kind of talked earlier about this body pains that a lot of us have been experiencing due to the planetary alignments and the new moons and all of that, and the full moons and have you not. I want to talk about it, right? I want to talk about that exciting moment and when you're graduating in the spirit, but then, enlightening, getting ascension, receiving some things to help you move forward in your journey. But at the same time, you're having growing pains. I want to talk about that. Thank you, Nia. Thank you, girl. I love this song too. Y'all, this is our theme song as we grow the community. Go ahead and invite one friend in for me today. Tell them to come on in. Let's talk about it. They might not even know the reason why they've been having a certain feeling of extra energy in their body or why their head was hurting for 3 days. Because we haven't been here with us. So, how's everyone doing today? And for those of you that are just either watching a replay or coming in now, never seen us before, we are unlearners, motivators, and encouraging believers. Definitely an inspiring show. No mess. We cool over here. So come and have fun with us as we tell the journeys of our life. But guess what, y'all? Y'all see the title. You have been cleared to ascend. Y'all remember the last time y'all ever graduated from something? Anybody want to tell me what that was like? When was the last time you ever graduated from something? Or are you celebrating a graduation of somebody's this year? Your son, your daughter, your cousin. Are you celebrating a graduation this year? Y'all, this is awesome. I'm telling you, it's awesome, awesome, awesome what I was able to hear today concerning this graduation thing. And I know that many of you were in here with or in here in my live earlier are here today, and we talked about that energy that we've been feeling, and so we're so blessed. Thank you. How's your day? Oh, it's been holding me. Your niece is graduating next week. And when you graduate, graduation is like going to the new getting to the new journey. It's the ending of something, and it's a new journey in your life because you've accomplished something, right? Hey, you could call me Jazz. Congratulations. That is you have been cleared to ascend. You have been cleared to ascend. When we drop these things like worry and fear, you've been cleared to ascend. You've been cleared. Go ahead and give yourself a hand clap. You see what I'm saying? I graduated from constantly worrying. That's what I graduated from. I graduated from fear. I graduated. I graduated in the spirit and I felt something. I felt a blessing. I felt an energetic frequency and vibration no increase. Hey, David, how are you? I hope y'all got my invitation for Saturday. I sent it to you. We gonna have some good times, y'all. I'm ready. Um, oh, that's what that was. Dodging the stress. Look, look. Hey, Shantae, how you, darling? Over these past couple of days, Janae, are you talking about over these past couple of days with the energy that is was released? You didn't feel any of it this past week. You can't. Um, you didn't feel any of the frequency and energy charges that were being. No, I sent it to you. Text me then, because I text you for sure. Unless you change your number. I'll try again. I'll try again after I get off. But I did send you an invite. But I'll try again when I get off. Thank you for letting me know. I'm glad you showed up because I really thought I sent it to you. But you didn't respond either. So maybe I sent it to a wrong number. Maybe. Is your number the same? I got you. I really want y'all to come. Um, so uh I'm glad everybody's doing good. So let's get back to the show. Me and Janae, we just talking about a barbecue that we're gonna be at on Saturday together. You know what I'm saying? Just some in my space energy that I'll receive from her. Okay, some in my space energy that I will receive from her. Because like she just said, yes, she felt the energy. She received energy this past week. Now, who else? I believe from earlier, Nia said that she also felt the energy and frequency downloads. I think Jazz said she did too. Shantae, you're in here. Did you feel anything that was different over the last couple of days? Probably starting at about Friday of last week into the weekend. There was a very strong energetic pull that a lot of people were receiving some downloads, uploads, some loads. Okay. So on the roads with the roads. Yes, honey. That's what we're going to talk about today. You graduated. Look, you have been cleared to ascend. There is something that you have been working on that you have been cleared to move to the next level in that area. Like Jazz said earlier, she let go of constant worrying. She graduated from that. And when you when you release some things, right, you make room for the good things. right? So you got to release some things in order to make room for the good things. And we're talking spiritually. We're all, hey, look, we're celebrating a graduation tomorrow, right? On the roads with the roads. Is that the date for the graduation celebration? The physical one? Because I got two of those. I don't see how this is happening in me, but I got two of those. I'm gonna come to celebrate over there after this 4 o'clock one that I gotta go to tomorrow. I'm glad I'm feeling better, y'all. It took me down from Thursday of last week all the way through. Oh, June 22nd. Why do I want to be in June so bad? Let me tell you why I want to be in June so bad. Because there is a special thing happening in June too, y'all. We're gonna talk about that, but we ain't gonna talk about it today. But there's a special thing, and it is a prediction of something to come that is probably going to happen. This guy is on target. Okay. I believe so. I caught a replay of your dreams casting, and I can relate to the pain and strange dream downloads. Okay. So thank you. You know what? Thank you, Shantae, for that catching the replay. I love you for that. Shantae, I'm not playing around. When I tell you, I want to give credit where credit is due, because when you can't make the live one and you go back and just support me that way, I appreciate love that, because that is well, it's not the only way, but that is one of the good ways that you can support me, just by sharing my stuff out. I'm never going to say anything immoral, what would make you think I wouldn't want to share it out. But I'm telling you right now, I'm in my spiritual bag, not in my religious bag. So if you still scared of what your pastor gonna say and stuff like that, okay, I get why you're not sharing me out. But if you're not scared of that, then we're gonna be okay. We're gonna be okay, because we're gonna inspire, motivate, and encourage people in this room to forget some of this stuff. For one, we gotta unlearn some of it, y'all. It has been proven some of the junk is junk, right? And so that's really what we're talking about. So if you're here and it's your first time you listen to the replay, like my friend Shantae got that replay for me, then thank you for being here. Go ahead and subscribe. Turn your notification bells on so you'll know when I'm live, and you can get me live and in person. Okay. Okay. Now back to the chat. I tried. I was running in circles and beginning pulling all over the place. Girl, running in circles is not even okay. So I received so much body pain, y'all, last week, that those of you that came to my chat on Friday morning, I had already been experiencing something from Thursday night. It was a lot of lethargicness. I was tired. I got off of that and I said, okay, guys, I got 2 prom like things to be at. I didn't make them to them. I just didn't make it to them. I ended up going to sleep, waking back up, going to sleep, waking back up. I was just tired. Then on Saturday, that is when I knew the extreme downloads was coming in, because my head was hurting, my back was hurting, I was hurting. And the same thing on Sunday, even though I got on for a minute, I still wasn't feeling my best. Monday, I wasn't feeling my best. Tuesday, I wasn't feeling my best. I went Tuesday because my friend had invited me to Taco Tuesday, and I just wanted to keep my word. And I went, and that was what really broke it, like me being out. Because after that, when I came home, it was probably like 7:30, and I just was outside in the moon. And I did some cleansing, some purifying there, and allowing myself to just listen. And now my body pain is gone. But I'm grateful for the download. I'm grateful for the download. Okay. Well, I'm glad. Look, Janae, confirmation. Okay, confirmation. Thank you for that. Yes. Well, so, okay. So when you're getting these downloads, there are a couple of things that can happen. You could be lethargic, and just kind of exhausted because you're being drained, or you can be sleepless, right? You can be like, and at that time, are you communing with the right thing at that time? Are you communing with the right thing at that time? So during the time where you're restless, what exactly are you doing on the roads with the roads? Are you spending that time in some type of meditation so that you can receive a conscious word with it? Because I'm receiving subconscious words through dreams. And plus I'm a dreamer, right? So my energy is being drained, and probably some people sitting in my energy that I don't know, because you know when you care about people immensely, a lot of times you take some of their energy with you. um so what do you think? I'm glad, Jazz, you got your beautiful mom in here with us today. Jazz got her one person in here. Thank you, Jazz. So I'm gonna give the chat a little time to catch up with me on that, because I do want you guys to give me something back. Yeah, being a big dreamer, and Miss Shantae, I think you have a slight problem with your interpretations, but that's gonna come to you, girl. That's gonna come to you. I think that that is one of the essences that Source God wants to bring through to you, is for that you can understand your dreams and you can make bold divine moves based on them. I really do believe that for you. Because we've talked about some of your dreams, and they are, to me, so blatantly able to see what that dream is trying to tell you. I know that the creator of all wants you to be able to do it for yourself. That's why he gives you the dream, so that you can be able to tap in to that subconsciousness. So anybody want to know what those downloads actually lead to for you personally? Like this would happen, the planetary alignments, the full moon and everything happening like that. Do you guys really want to know what you got, what you graduated from? Because I know what you've been working on. You're moving closer and closer to the fourth dimension, you know? Because you're working some things out. You're working some things out. I told Jazz that I've been having dreams of helping other people, aiding and hearing names called. Yeah. And you know, guys, let me tell you something. Shantae, a lot of times your dreams are not as they seem. They can be, but there's so many little clues in those dreams that you should consider to start paying attention to. The colors, how you feel in your dreams. That's why it's important for you guys to wake up and write your dreams down. Wake up and write your dreams down. Because when you don't wake up and write your dreams down, you have nothing to refer back to. But when you wake up and you say, "Oh, that was a dream and it was very vivid to me," and you write it down, you can then ask yourself these three questions, right? Did I recognize any people in the dream? That were these people familiar to me? Meaning, are these people I know? Right? That's the first thing. The second question you ask yourself is, did the spirits of these people, when I was in the dream, feel familiar to me? In the dream, did it feel familiar? These are just like your touch points, right? And number three, color schemes, all of that different stuff. Like, what was the background? What was the environment like? Those things are important. So always ask yourself those three things when you're dealing with your dreams to start. Now, back to what happened to us recently, because it seems like everybody that is in here is in that group of people, right, that felt something this past week. I haven't had any vivid dreams in the last 3 weeks. Okay, so um question, do you want to have any vivid dreams? Do you want to? I got a surefire way for you to dream. when you're not dreaming, when something is happening and your dreams are clogged. I have a a surefire way to for the dreams. It's the oddest thing, but I promise you it works. A glass full of water before you go to bed. Drinking your glass, put it in a glass. Don't drink it out of a bottle. Put it in a glass, the 8-ounce glass full of water. Drink the water, and as you're drinking the water, roll your eyes in the back of your head. Roll your eyes in the, as you're drinking the water, take your eyeballs and roll them backwards as you're drinking the glass of water. Guarantee you're going to dream. Right before you go to sleep. You got to do it right before you go to sleep. that technique, that particular technique, not just drinking the glass of water. Like, we're supposed to be drinking a glass of water before we go to bed anyways. But the whole technique of while you're drinking it, roll the eyes back in the back of your head. How it works, I really don't know, but it is a technique that has been used for ages. Ages. And it works. Because even dreamers, sometimes we be like, dang, but I think it really be the subconscious is some kind of fogged up some kind of way and won't release it because you're dreaming, you're just not remembering them. It's like a cleansing of some type. How it works, I don't know, y'all, but it works. It works. I always say that. I promise you, that's why when you watch the replay about the dreams, that's why you heard that, because I know that it works. It really does. How it works, I don't know. I'm pretty sure that there's someone that can explain the technique. I can't explain the technique. It is just about, I want to say maybe 30 years ago. I probably was about 25 years old. It had to be like 30 years ago. I went through a lucid dream technique, and that was part of stimulating that particular body part to actually get into that state. But it works on regular dreams. So I probably could find out, because I think if you go through the lucid, you'll get that technique unless it is advanced over the last 30 years on how to get to it. But that is a technique they say is ancient, like old, and it works. So I don't know. So if you want your dreams or you want to have a dream one night, you can do that. You can write out what you would like to dream about. And this sounds kind of like ridiculous, but take a piece of parchment paper, right? And write out exactly what it is you want to dream about. Exactly what it is. Leave that by your bedside, put it under your pillow, however you get down, and you can get an answer in a dream. You could put exactly what if you want the answer to come in your dream, put exactly that. But all of this requires faith, y'all. Everything I'm telling you, it's just like prayer. Like, if you don't believe it, you can't achieve it. Okay, right? Because it doesn't take anything to, especially once you understand it and once you know. Like, so I don't. But okay, so let me back up because I wanted to be clear about this. The lucid dream technique that I was involved in was trying to identify my guides. So it was a reason for it. Like, I wasn't just, I was trying to identify my guides. I mean, like I said, it was like 30 years ago. So whatever. Now I know, I'm pretty certain of my guides, like who they are, what they are, type thing. But this was like 30 years ago, and I really didn't know. And I was interested in if, certain ancestors of mine that I had been privy to know, because it's very It's it's unlikely that a lot of people's guides are people that they actually knew. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, my grandmother is one of my guides, and that's rare. It's usually some generations beyond that that your ancestors and you really truly don't know who they are. You never met them before, type thing. Um, and even when you may think it is that certain entity, it that the spirit, it normally may not be unless they make their self available to you in that way. Which we can go into that, but that's spiritual law with permissions and all of that. So whatever, that's beyond me. Um that's beyond me. But this thing, so this is what I need y'all to be looking for over the next, because it was 11 days, y'all. So if we think about that, well, I'm just to be honest, we're in a cycle that started last Thursday and can continue for 11 days. So right now, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we are at the 9th day. So there are two that, well, we're at the 8th day. Tomorrow's the 9th day. After that, there'll be 2 more days. So that is going to be Saturday and Sunday, where this window is open for your downloads to continue, for you to receive them. I'm glad that if you guys are saying that's what it was, that the actual body pain of the download is has decreased for you, and you don't have to go through that. Yet you can still receive things spiritually from God just by doing simple meditation and prayer at this time, because the downloads are happening to you, getting something to you that is for the divine timing for your divine good. But you have been cleared to ascend because you made room for it. So you made room for some good stuff. So go ahead and grab up that good stuff that you made the room for. Is that going to be okay with y'all? Good, Miss Shantae. And then, to top that off, make sure that you kind of, like, not make sure, I'm sorry, I keep saying that to you guys, but consider um straight out asking. When you wake up out of a dream that you didn't quite understand, or you don't, whatever, ask. You want to dream and you haven't dreamed in a while, but you would want to dream and get a message through a dream, straight out ask. Use your voice. Come boldly before the throne. Because the Father we serve, um it says that he don't wish to withhold one good thing. So if it's one good thing, that one good thing is for you to have knowledge in the way to go for your life's journey, he'll give you the direction, give you the things to do in order to have ample enough to complete your life's journey. Ample enough. There are some things happening in the atmosphere right now that you need to be spiritually prepared for. It's Shantae, good, because that is what you got to do. You just got to act straight out. And right now, there are some things, y'all, and this is not, I don't want to use my platform to scare anybody. I just use my platform to tell the real. There are some things in the atmosphere right now that we have to be prepared for. Preparation is needed. And I want y'all to understand, preparation in the physical is needed too. Preparation in the spiritual is most needed, but preparation in the physical is needed too. Having water, first aid kits, and all this different stuff to be able to withstand a certain amount of time is crucial. It's crucial. And spiritually being able to tap in, so you know when to move, you know how to tell, you know where to tell your family to be at and meet you at, where your spirit is telling you, hey, make sure everybody skip work today. And you can stand up and you can say, look, y'all, I got a message and I believe in it. I need everybody to stay home today. Everybody. You make it a great evening too, love. I'm gonna make sure I get that invitation back out to you. I sent it to you, so I'll try again. Um, because I hope to get to see you and David on Friday. I mean Saturday, sorry. Yeah. And so that's what it is. Thank you for coming in and showing me some love. Um, that's what it is. This dog just be pooting. Like that's just stinky. And he don't even care. He sleep. Oh, goodness. Cush. Ooh, and he smell like he ate eggs. And I'm the one that had a boiled egg. Ooh. Yeah, because I made a spicy bowl, y'all. I think I got the spice. It's a seafood spicy bowl. I think I got the pea. I think I got the recipe. That's the right spices and everything. Hmm. I sure do. Um, and on the roads with the roads, you would love it. It's spicy. Some of those banana rings, pickles. What's up, Soul Star Honey? What you laughing at? Banana rings, pickles. When y'all come in, can y'all speak to me so I know y'all in here? How long you been in here, Soul Star Wizard? Banana rings, pickles, shrimp, um, 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 I can't even remember the recipe, but it's good. So we're gonna try it. Anywho, y'all. So Soul Star Wizard, you've been in here this whole time on this spiritual conversation and you ain't saying nothing. Girl, can you please tell me about you're being clear to ascend and how? Let me tell you something. When you get clear to ascend, there's also some other principalities that come after you. So don't be surprised if it's a little calamity. What y'all laughing at? Don't be surprised if it's a little calamity. I'm frozen. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna call you back. Um, Apologies since you sent the link. I thought I did. You ain't never said hi. But there could be a little calamity that come along because you know we don't wrestle against flesh, we wrestle against principalities. That is why a lot of times you got to look at people and you got to just be like, well, I'm not concerned with you not cleaning out whatever that is you got on, but I clean mine out and I'm not finna be involved in it. I'm not finna be involved in it because that also comes with your downloads because these imps that's out here, they out here to do exactly that, um to destroy where you're going, to destroy it, rob, steal, and kill over where you're going in the spiritual realm. There are people, let me tell you something. There are spirits fighting for the position your spirit is in. Y'all think y'all fighting physically with these titles, with whether or not you the manager, the supervisor, or the CEO or whatever, all these leadership titles where this done went to your head. That's not where the fight really at. The fight is spiritually. There are some, I'm telling you, there are some low vibrational spirits trying to knock you off your square, trying to knock you off your square so that they can take your place. I'm telling you, what's that song? What's that song, y'all? All the time, we want to take your place back. It's like that. It's like backstabbers. It's like backstabbers. But let me tell you something. So Soul Star. Now, I'm gonna use her as a little witness right here without telling the story, but I'm gonna use her as a little witness. When you begin to release the things and truly release it, you don't wait months, you don't wait years, you don't wait weeks, you don't wait days, you wait minutes. When you say, okay, God, I surrender and I know exactly what this thing is about, you wait minutes. Look, I'm telling you, those imps that's out here, they don't even know why they got to get out of your way. They don't know why they got to get out of your way. You got to understand that they can't stand in your way. You're not responsible for everyone. You're responsible for you. You're not responsible for everyone. Instantly. That's all you got to do is make your mind up. Come on, y'all. And that's your journey requires you to make your mind up. What and this whole it was your intention. Look, if a person say it wasn't their intention, they need to get themselves together. Decide to do something, y'all, because I intended to do it this way. No. You got to decide it like you can decide it. And that way, when these pop quizzes come up and these tests come up, that's going to come because of how powerful you are and where you're going, you can pass it. But let me say this too, and I'm going to say this very sweetly because I want everybody on here to understand where I'm coming from. You're not responsible for no one else's journey or their test. They have to pass their own journey and pass their own test. You're not responsible for it. I don't care who it is. Only thing you can do is offer them the knowledge that you know. The wisdom don't come from you. The wisdom comes from upstairs, if we want to say it like that. The wisdom comes from the collective consciousness of pure consciousness, God. That's where you get the wisdom from. The knowledge, we got that to give. But it doesn't become knowledge until you actually put it into practice. Wisdom. Knowledge, you have it. But until you put it into practice, it doesn't become wisdom. Wisdom is you doing exactly what it is that you need to do to ensure that you are in tune with pure consciousness, God, the universe, Allah, Most High, Source, so that you can hear the divine action and you can apply it at the divine time. Did y'all hear me? Because I'm just wondering, did we get that? Divine action, divine timing. Sometimes you can get the action, the divine action, and you can move and you don't know the time. You didn't do it on time or you delayed it. Right? You delayed when you were supposed to do it. That's not doing it on time. You were told to go to the beach and sit down and put your feet in the sand. You didn't do it. So everything that is meant for you never misses you, but you miss it. You take detours in your life. But this extra ascension that you got, you've been cleared this past time you graduated. You graduated this past week. You received an energetic frequency that is for your good. Now, go ahead and receive that particular message that comes along with it. And that comes with you being still. You got to be still. You got to listen to the quiet moments in life. That's what we got to do. Well, you ain't got to do nothing, but just consider doing that, girl. You know, if you don't want to do it, y'all, that's fine. But but look at here. Look at here. I'm telling you. And look, so I am going to have this group, y'all. I'm telling y'all, it's going to be a group, and it's going to be a manifestation group where we're going to use group think to manifest things. It's a special group. But then we're also going to have a old fashioned prayer call. Like an old fashioned prayer call. I believe old fashioned prayer calls are needed. But the reason we're not going to be praying up or bowing down is because we're going to have an old fashioned prayer call that is going to be filtered in. Filtered in. Because what is within, we see without. We see whatever we bring in, we see without. First, ye seek the kingdom, and then all things will be added. So, although this is going to be a manifestation group where we want to see each and every person's that's in this group actual thing that they're believing for manifest through group think, where this whole group is going to see this person successful in this. Tell me your story. Tell us your story. What does the end of the story look like? Because we don't want to know anything about the middle of it, because there's nothing we can do about the middle of it. We only can think about the inspired thought and the end of it. And we're going to work together to see everybody in this group, this circle of 9, manifest that specific thing. And it doesn't, and see, this is what I'm trying to prove to myself, that I know the universe and I know how it operates. And I know that the very thing that you want to do, that you want lines wrapped around somewhere for a novel that you wrote, or that you want to be able to open up a center where you can have a soup kitchen, or you want to buy a bunch of land so that you can build a family compound. I don't know what it is. Or you want to be an inspirational, motivational speaker on a high level where there's thousands of people in the auditorium. And that these 9 people who you entrusted this vision with is already screaming, congratulations on that very thing. Yet I believe also that the traditional prayer needs to be for our land. We're in a crisis, y'all. We're in a crisis. And we can't sit back and not do anything about it. And the one thing that we have that is absolutely free is our meditation and our prayer, which actually changes the frequency and the vibration in the spaces that we're in. So that is what I'm putting together. That is what Spirit told me to put together. And that's what we're going to do. And it's going to be a good time. It's going to be a good time, y'all. Woo! It's going to be a good time, y'all. So I'm glad that my friends on here have graduated. And y'all are going to be receiving something very, very good. And it's a spiritual thing. Come tell me about it. Y'all know I'm gonna blab mine off for the most part, because I like to use mine. I didn't be fitting. Look, this beauty, God, I would not feel right with God, the creator of all, giving me something for the world and holding back on it. I just wouldn't feel right with that. So you're gonna get a message when it's time for you to get one, whether it's one that you want to hear or not. I'm gonna have to let you know about it if it come. If it come, I'm gonna have to let you know about it. I'm gonna have to let you know about it. I wonder how much of a lag is on here, y'all. It's coming up soon. I'm right now. I'm trying to invite because I want 9 solid people. So I'm trying to invite 9 solid people. That we are all on the same. I see how late it is. That we're all on the same page. And once I get the 9 people, then I am going to solidify the group, and we together will come up with the day, and it will be 9 weeks. 9 weeks. Because I don't care how big your ideal is, you can actually have it tomorrow. You can get a call tomorrow to do the very thing that that you've been wanting to do. Look, that's gonna continue. So Star Honey, that's gonna continue. You, and make room for more clients, as a matter of fact. Make room for some more clients. Make room for some more clients. And stop calling what you love work. You ain't working. You having a good old time. And so is God. God is like, hey. God is like, hey. God is in on it, y'all. Kush is stinky, y'all. God is in on this thing. Having a good old time. Yes, you are one of the 9. You are one of the 9. Yes, you are, Soul Star Honey. And it's gonna be awesome because um do unto others as you would have them do unto you type golden rule thing. And I think that this is where this fits in, because you're actually believing with another in a really authentic way, like with the system in place. With the system in place. Because there's a system to this thing. It's just not like, normal prayer. Because normal prayer, you know what happens with the normal prayer? People leave out and they still concerned about you. I prayed for you, but I don't know how you're gonna get over that. I prayed for you, girl. What you gonna do now? Prayers didn't go nowhere. Prayers didn't go nowhere. Didn't even leave the atmosphere no kind of way, you know. So facts. Look, Nia, I'm only just telling the truth here. That's kind of how it worked. Like and look, somebody asked me to come to a prayer conference, right? And I really don't like engage in stuff like that. But then they started telling me that the like it's a prayer call, you call in or whatever, and you be on it, and it's every morning and this and that. I used to, do those because that was the thing. But then when she said that they be gossiping for almost an hour before they start the praying, I was like, well, no, I don't want to be a part of that. For real. Okay, Shantae. I sure will consider it. I sure will consider it. Right. And then right after they calling each other about whatever. Okay. On the roads with the roads. Okay. Yep. Yep. I definitely consider it too. Um, as a matter of fact, that's probably gonna be a definite yes on the roads with the roads. I was gonna ask you, but I know between your 2 jobs, you be tired and busy, and I want you to but I think you can do it, especially since you're raising your hand. I probably should have asked you instead of assuming that you wouldn't, So, um, uh, so yeah, that's what it is. And it will be like a Zoom call, Teams, something like that, so that everybody can engage, and everybody can, really heal. The first one is just going to really be about, you know, adopting a time for you to really tell your story. Like, what is it that you really can you explain where you're going? Because that's the first thing to manifest in anything is to explain where you're going. What exactly are you trying to do? Where you want to be? Where do you see yourself at? Yeah, for sure, Shantae. I feel you on that one. Well, I'm a coach. I do spiritual coaching too. I do spiritual coaching. We got to invest in ourselves sometimes. So if you can uh work it in your budget, we can have personal sessions, because I do that on the leadership and spiritual. So we can definitely talk, and I could work you through some of that transition. Um, I actually believe God want me to work with you. Anyhow, from probably like the very first time we talked, I do believe God wants me to work with you. Um, but I mean, not but it's a horrible transition word. However, um, once again, the free will is given. So, person has to be willing. Well, if I you're going to be one of the reasons why I'm busy. You're actually scheduled to talk to me. It's different than just calling me and I'm not available. But if you're scheduled to talk to me, I'm sure picking up the phone. I'm rarely missing a scheduled call. I'm rarely missing a scheduled call whatsoever. But we could talk after that. Like after this, we could talk. We can know what a budget looks like, what it is that you think that might be doable for you in order to move into this, you know, spiritual coaching, um, where we talk about things in your dreams or whatever have you, um, and things that we see and why you need to probably tap out on some stuff or tap into it. So you tapping out or you tapping in type thing. I want to really, and so for me, when I got the journey walks thing where I'm, doing more of a meditated walk with people, I think that's so awesome because the ones that I've done so far have been so beautiful. We've recognized people that, came to us and told us some things for the person. Shantae, you experienced it. Am I correct? And when you have these things, you know that those are the things that we can work on together spiritually because they are things that your ancestors are coming through to tell you. And when you begin to work on them, you begin to get more essence gifts, so to speak. You're making room for that divine action and time by just getting rid of some of the junk. So yeah. And I'm, my friends, I'm always there for y'all. So y'all know how it works, right? And I have no problem in sharing it. Um, but however, once again, but it's a terrible transition word. just sitting being honest. And there's probably two people on here that know that this is the honest truth. The journey talks came out and they were free 99 type thing. Spirit said it was no cost to those things. However, Spirit also said that that time will come to an end. And that's kind of where we are. Because he does want me to be able to exchange that time. So it might not even be, currency in a worldly form every time. It could just be totally something else. Because I also told y'all that bartering is coming back. Sure is. Bartering is coming back in a big way, y'all. It is just going to pop back on the scene, and y'all going to find that people currency is going to be the most precious currency you can have. And that is why we need to move into the agape love stage of life. And the only way you can move truly into the agape stage of life is do unconditional love. That means it doesn't matter what a person do, how they do it. You just love them and allow them to make their own mistakes, walk their own journey. Because you can't walk it for them. You just can't walk it for them. But it's a beautiful thing for all of us. So I wanted to get on today because I got this stuff tomorrow, and I know that we're supposed to do our true crime series on Fridays, but we're going to miss that. Saturday is a barbecue, so we're going to miss that. But we'll be back on track with the journey talks, but we'll probably be doing them on Thursday for the next couple of weeks, because that next Saturday I will be in my group of wonderful friends and I. It is the 55th celebration for us, and we'll be in Catalina celebrating another 55th dime, whose birthday is coming up very soon. So we'll be in Catalina for that. But other than that, that is what it is. I've seen people with business making videos about what they accept as payment. Oh yeah, I got a good one too. I got a good one. Oh, call me. Look, I wanted to do. I might do. You know what? No, I can't. There's no way I can do it unless I do it at about 2:00 tomorrow. I might. I'll let y'all know tomorrow. If I can do it at about 2:00 tomorrow, about an hour, I got a good one, y'all. I've seen people with business making videos about what they accept as payment. What does that mean, Nia? Oh, on the bartering. Yes. Now, Nia. Am I lying? Am I lying, Nia? Didn't I say that? Ain't it been like almost 2 years since I told y'all that was coming and it was coming big? Now I don't want to prove myself, but I'm telling you, I know. I would not. It's been almost 2 years. And I said bartering is coming. Yep, it is happening now. People currency is going to be your most important currency. It's people that can do stuff you can't, you can do stuff they can't. That is how we're going to be able to get things done collectively. That is why it is very important to have a group of people that is like-minded. I mean, when I say like-minded, we all got to carry the bricks and we all got to build the building. It ain't no carry bricks, you build, no. We all got to carry, we all got to build. Because if you got somebody that's carrying the load and, the other people is, building but barely building, they're not going to build as hard because they ain't carried none of the load. You got to, it has to be both. And that is what the Spirit told me. That's why bartering is coming back in a big way. Yep. Yeah. You think you done it? I'm telling you, it's going to be like what for what type deal. And that is why you got to be that's why you got to be confident in your craft too, because when you're confident in your craft, you're able to utilize your natural gifts as your currency. Your natural gifts as your currency. Your natural gift. Like say for instance, okay, say for instance, Jazz is having a retreat. Now this is all made up, but say for instance, you could call me Jazz is having a retreat. At the retreat, she's going to do the food and the this and the that, but she needs a keynote speaker. So she say, "Oh, I know the perfect person that could come and speak to this crowd of women who I'm doing a retreat for. Joe got the food. Da, 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 da. Hey, Nay, you think that you could come and speak to this group of women about X? This is what the conference is about. If you can do that for me, I will crochet you 3 outfits for the summer." So now I'm not buying 3 outfits for the summer that I need. I'm trading for them. You get that, Shantae? Sew me a dress and I got 12 eggs for you type thing. And you never know what another person needs unless you communicate. So you never know what that need is. And yes, you have natural skills, mom. And she said it just like that too. And she leaned her head to the side, just so that you know, Shantae. Yes, you have natural skills, mom. And if it's the lick, it's the lick. Some of the stuff that look, I was saying today, somebody was telling me something about it was a word I gave to somebody, but um we were talking because some of us believe that our natural gifts are hobbies. Oh, that's just a hobby. No, that's exactly what God would have you do. Bake cakes and sell them. It's not a hobby. You do it so well because God would love for you to be able to bake cakes and sell them. But it's not about baking the cakes. It's about who you touch while you baking them. It's about humanity. What are the cakes being baked for? Are you baking cakes for shelters? Like what is the humanitarian thing behind the fact that you love to bake? Everything else will come as long as you're doing what you love to do. Oh, so interior decorating is one of your natural skills. You can use AI to do that now, mom. Have somebody take pictures of their room. You can decorate it for them, send it off. So you can use AI to do that. The age ass, Shantae. That's how it works. Y'all, we've been on here for an hour already. I love talking to y'all though. Look, you know what? I used to have a cousin that could do stuff like that. Like, where was my first husband's cousin? But she could do it stuff like that. You would say, "Can you come do my bathroom?" All you got to do is buy. You should say, "Okay, go buy this size towel. Go buy this. Go buy that. Buy this. Buy that," and I'll come do it. And you would think that you was at a 5-star hotel once she finished with your bathroom, setting it up with the towels and the different stuff. I'm like, where you think I got it from? Shantae, girl. That's what I'm trying to tell you. We need to work together, Shantae. Shantae. Shantae be using her gifts all over the place. Don't even know that's what she doing. Oh, that's what it was. Kush. Cut it. Well, it has been nice. It's been jolly. I do believe that I'm gonna migrate over there to TT because we can listen to music on TT. Um, so I might migrate over there if y'all not doing that. Y'all come over there. You right, Jazz, and you right too, Nate. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't want to be right. I don't want to be right. I want to offer peace and love to you, though. I want to offer peace and love to you for sure. I don't want to be right. Nope. Peace and love, sister. And that's for real. We gotta get to it, y'all. We gotta get to it. And with that, before I end, I'm gonna say this. I always want to say this. Those of you guys who have supported Seven Synergies with reposts, with going to the site, with sharing the site, with sharing my different stories that I've been putting up in consideration of that, you are the real MVP. I do appreciate love you for that. It is totally free. Like I've been telling all y'all when I'm thanking y'all, look, you might be the one that get me in the right door just from sharing it. You might be the one that get me in the front door just from sharing it. No telling who might see it. 10% of the world's population is assigned to me. And 10% of the world's population is assigned to you. You know what I mean? In that way, there's a 10% of the world's population that would subscribe to exactly what it is that your unique skill is. And no telling who can get them in front of your face and who can change the trajectory of your journey simply by being obedient. Don't be embarrassed of your friends or whatever the case may be when it comes to loving on them, sharing stuff that they got to say and what have you not. Because if you are, then that's probably not your friend anyhow. So I love y'all for doing what y'all been doing. Y'all have really, really, really did y'all big one. I was looking at the map yesterday and y'all, I know who it is in Belgium. I got one person in Belgium and I'm like, my friend in Belgium actually did that. On the roads with the roads, if you still in here, the Belgium lady with the two kids, the little boy and the girl that stayed with us for that time, and the husband was renting the room because she came from Belgium. I'm still in contact with her, and she visited my website from Belgium. And this is why I tell you guys got to be good to people. You never know. I got somebody in Belgium that visited my website. All the way in Belgium. So you just never know. So that's why I try to tell you, love on your friends. Make sure that you're good to each other and good to yourself, most of all. And if you're watching the replay and you got this far, then go ahead and subscribe and turn your notification bells on and come back and talk with us another time because we gonna be here. Don't worry about it. It's all good. I love y'all and I want y'all to have a pleasant day. I really do.
Rise up, tap in. We consciously free.
Kush.
Rise up, tap in. It's
Domesticated me.
We rise, we heal, we consciously be. No label, just grow. Domesticated me. Journey talking all the walks, seeking mind, body, and soul alignment. Welcome to the space where we elevate.
Shantae, I will text you after this and we can schedule something.
Welcome to the space where we elevate. Rise up, tap in. We consciously free. Rise up, tap in. It's domesticating me.
Right? So don't you think that's wonderful? Like we help somebody and they, still rock with us. Like it's somebody that actually is like, hey, I'm gonna go check it out. And I ain't even sent her a personal message, and I know that's her. I see her all the time on Instagram.
No labels, just growth. Domesticated me. Journey talking all the walks, seeking mind, body, and soul.
I like my song too.
Welcome to the space where we elevate.
Nia, this is our song, Nia.
Talking all the walks, seeking mind, body, and soul alignment. Welcome to the space where we elevate. Yes, tap in. We consciously free. Rise up, tap in. It's domesticating me. Rise up, tap in. We consciously free.
If you didn't hit that button when you came in, hit it on your way out for me. And like I said, I want you to make it a great day out there. Make it a great evening. Be you. Be true to you. Love on your friends. Love on your neighbors. And love on your family too. Everything will be all right with them, even if they little touch. I know, I got them too. All right, y'all. I love y'all, and I hope to see y'all soon. Or, well, we don't do much hoping around here. But I trust y'all to be back, okay? Bye, y'all. Bye.